back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Misty and I'm a reseller on eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. Today is Thursday for me. It's Friday for you, but Thursdays I am at my brick and mortar antique store, Wildflower Antiques, and every Thursday I have been going through the shop and I've been picking 5 things that I've had in the shop for a while that I'm going to list on eBay. So without further ado, let's go exploring and look for these 5 things that I'm going to bring from the shop and list on eBay. I'm being drawn to this blue cabinet over here. There's something that when I walked by and filmed the intro that I noticed, and that is this little girl right here. I have had this little honey pot. She's a vintage Sue Bee honey bottle. I've had her listed in the shop since we've opened 4 years ago for $6.50. I think she's darling. Look at her face. She's just a figural Sue Bee honey bottle. And I think that this is one of the things that I'm going to grab to put online to sell on eBay. What else do I have here? I've considered this little celluloid ice bucket or tulip container. I only have $12.50 on it, but I'm a little concerned because this is like a celluloid material and I don't know if I want to ship that. So I'm going to think about it. All right, what else do we got here? Looking for things I've had for a while that's going to be worth my time putting it online. I do like these. I've had these for a while. They're not anything, well, they have no price tag on them. So I will have to put a price tag on those guys. They're cute though. All right, what else do we got here? We have this. I love these old advertisement pieces. This is a toilet bowl cleaner. I have $13.50 on it. I don't know. I'm going to think about that as well. All right, let's continue to just meander through. This is my white area. I have things kind of color coordinated. I got the blue over there. Now we're getting into the white. I do have a lot of this candle glow, but that's not speaking to me. What can we find? Nothing speaking to me here. What about over here? What do we got over here? I do have this little World's Fair picture. I've had this for a while too. I think it's darling. It's a 1940 World's Fair mother picture. It says World's Fair on one side and mother 1940 on the other. I've had this for a while too. And I've had $15 on it. So I might grab this. Let's see. I might grab that. So let's go ahead and put these 2 things up here on the counter. I've been busy, a busy little bee, marking all of these new salt and pepper shakers that I'm getting ready to set out. All right, let's continue to look. What else do we have? Let's look in the green area. What do we got here? I have this little gnome, or not gnome, little elf planter. It's Shawnee. I have $10 on it in the shop. But you know what? I think I could probably stage him a little bit better at Christmas time. So I think I'm going to keep him in here. What else do we got? You know what? I just listed a Blue Ridge pottery piece. This one I believe is just probably a piece of Shawnee or Hull. So she's really cute. Maybe. These little guys I think are hilarious. They are just these little figural salt and pepper shakers. I think they're tourists. This guy, you see, he has his little camera here, and his little friend looks like he has a fishing pole. I don't quite know how they go together, but all right. Let's see. I've got some Amberina, but man, I like the way that it looks in this display. So let's see here. I have a lot of this, the Civil War era forks. I've had these for a while. I have $5 a piece on them. If I have them that somewhat match, maybe I will list these. They do look like, this one I know is different. But I have the set of 5. So maybe this will be the other thing, another thing that I'm going to list. I have them $5 each in the shop right now. There's a 3-tine Civil War era forks. So there's 1, 2, 3. So we need 2 more things. 2 more things. This one I'm going to leave behind. Looks kind of weird just being by itself in this dish, but it's different. What is this? This. I might try this. This is a Madewell. It's a 20. These are insulators, so these would go on the top of, dropped it, of a telephone pole or even at a railroad electrical pole. This one is milk glass. These are a little bit more collectible and a little more rare. I'm just looking through because it's marked in the USA. I'm just making sure there aren't any chips in it, and there's not. So this is something else I'm going to try to put online. I do believe. And what do we have here? This is a really pretty, what is this? Yeah, it is a Severe Cameo made in Germany, or Save. I'm going to pronounce it wrong, I'm sure, but it's a little toothpick holder. What I have 1550 on it. It's a little cameo vase. I have vase, but I do believe it's a toothpick holder. I'm feeling around and I don't feel any, I don't think that's a chip. I think that's part of, I don't know. This is something that I have had for a long time, but I'm feeling, sorry, I'm getting you out of the screen. I think there's a little bitty chip right there. And that doesn't deter me from, listing something online. But the things like this, if it's got a little bit of a, what we call a flea bite in it, I kind of want someone to come and feel it and touch it themselves. So I'm going to think about that guy. What else do we got here? This is a really cool piece, but man, it is so heavy. This is a doorstop. It's a cast doorstop. I think I'm going to do that because it's pretty heavy. I'm looking for one more thing. One more thing. What can we pick? I love these little pixies, but I did just put these out. They're kind of creepy looking. This one, I think I have them $8 a piece. I love the teal color on this. But their faces are, I don't know, their faces are not glazed, which bugs me for some reason. I don't know why, and neither are their little knees. Or the bottoms of their bodies aren't glazed, but that's not an unusual thing. But their little faces kind of creep me out a little bit. I have $8 a piece on these little guys, but I haven't had them listed very long, so I think I'm going to keep those. And I think this might be the winner. This I know I've had for a while because it has this brown tag, and I'm not using the brown tags. I did at first because aren't they cute and pretty? But yeah, they're expensive. So I've resorted to using just these little white tags that I can buy in bulk. This is a really cool piece. This is a Walter Baking Breakfast Cocoa. But the nice thing about it is it has the paper label. You see there? It has the paper label all the way around. I mean, it's got a little bit of wear, but it's probably over 100 years old or close to. And it has the original embossed lid. I have it marked $22 in the shop. So I think this is going to be our 5th thing. So let me go ahead and set this back on the counter, and then we'll do a little recap of the things that the 5 things I am going to list on eBay. Now, here's the thing. If you see any of these things that I am listing and you might be interested in them, please send me a message. And if I haven't listed it yet, I'm going to get it listed this weekend. And so you'll see this video on Friday. So these will be listed by Monday. So if you see something that you are interested in, let me know, and we can work something out before I do list it on eBay. And that goes for any of the other things that you see. If I'm panning around and you see something that sparks your fancy, does that make sense? Anyway, I don't know. Maybe it doesn't make sense, but you can let me know. All right, guys, so these are the 5 things that I am grabbing from the shop to take home to sell on eBay. And one is this Walter Baker's breakfast cocoa. Blech, that was a tongue twister. Paper label all the way around. This little World's Fair miniature creamer pitcher. The cute little Subi honey bottle. 5 of the Civil War era forks, and this Madewell milk glass insulator. So these are the 5 things that I'm going to take home, get them listed. They'll be up on eBay by Monday, and I'll give you a recap of, we'll talk about these in my what sold videos that I put out every week to see if any of them have sold and what they have sold for. As you can see, this one I have the cocoa, $22 that I have on it. Now, I will be marking these up. So this is not what I'm going to list it for, just throwing that out there, because what I can sell locally is going to be a little bit lower than what I can sell this for when I open it up to a worldwide platform. So the prices that I'm keeping these tags just so when I go back and reference in my what sold, I can reference what I had it listed for versus, or what I had it for sale in the store for versus what I'm selling it online for. Okay, so next week when I do my what sold video, I will be including the items that I filmed last week to give an update on their sales. And I've sold a couple of them, so make sure that you tune into that video on Monday. But until then, I hope that you enjoyed this video, and make sure that you give it a thumbs up, and please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye. We're working on the facing, I guess, of our building. Had this ugly box, and so we're taking it down. And underneath, I don't know if you can see, there is some lettering on, you can't see it from Mark's arm, but there's a little rosette there, and there's some lettering. It's going to be hard to see, but we're excited to see what it does say.
We think it says store key.
So let me just go down here and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Here's our building. There's the top of it, and it's had this really ugly box, a plywood box that we've just kind of put off till we got around to it. And so he's taking it down because what we're wanting to do is to put more windows up, sort of like what's going on over there. But we needed to see what was underneath this box. And so far it's looking pretty cool. It says store. It says store.
One mark. Swing it on down.
No, I don't hit that.
All right.
I'll go this way.
All right. Good.
We need to put a coating.
Oh my gosh, it says store. That is amazing.
It would help them, but
Oh, it's so amazing.
peel that off.
I can't believe that heat stuff that.
Is paint flaking, Mark?
Not really, it's just like heat.
Because it used to be Merritt Shoe Store, so it could say that. It could say,
Who? Mary's Shoe
It
Store?
says shoe store.
yeah, it was Merritt's. It was Merritt Shoe Store.
When it was originally?
No, originally it was, oh,
I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
Webb's Webb's Country Palace. Webb's Trade Palace when it was originally built. But in the 60s and 70s, it was... But that looks older than the 60s and 70s.
It was to me too.
Okay, we've made a little bit more progress. I say we, but it was really Mark, my husband. But it says Brown's Shoe Store. Now, in our research, we did not, when we bought the building, Brown's Shoe Store was not in what we have discovered, but at one time there was a Buster Brown's shoe store. They sold Buster Brown's shoes. So I don't know if there's any correlation there, but I mean, it's a statement. Look at that. It's like it's been revived again. The paint underneath it is amazing. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit more. See, it says Brown's Shoe Store. Now we're obviously going to leave that. Never in a million years would I ever cover that up again. But what our plan is to put some windows about like that there underneath where it says Brown's Shoe Store. And then I want to incorporate some sort of a sign in the glass that just simply says antiques. We're going to change the color scheme on our graphic there, but I'm so excited. It's so amazing. Okay, so we got, well, Mark got all of the ugliness down, and that's what we're left with. He's trying to remove some more of the wood there, but wow, guys, it's amazing. And where this hole is above where that ladder is, we're gonna put glass there. So it's amazing. There's some girls singing in their car, but the building is looking so much better without that big ugly box there.